Yes, guys, this is nearly last and welcome. In this video, what we're going to do is carrying on with an episode from my series of the 6 attachments. Now, if anyone's done dark matter challenges, they know when they actually complete one of the challenges, it's to actually stick 5 attachments on their particular weapon and an optic, run without no perks, and go out and get yourself 50 kills. Now, for some people, it is a bit of a burden, but for me, I thoroughly am enjoying it. I really didn't like it at the start, but now I've got the swing of it. I really enjoy it. I like my gun to be absolute godlike. Yes, it is a bit of a hindrance sometimes not on having any perks, but when your weapon is pretty godlike, it does work to your advantage quite well, as you're going to be seeing in this particular gameplay. I have done one episode before this, and that was with the KN44, so we'll leave a link down in the description down below for you guys to go and check that out after you've watched this particular one. But this Kuda is fantastic once you get plenty of attachments on it. It really is. The camouflage, I will say first of all, is the ritual. This is the epic one. Managed to unlock this in one of the rare supply drops. One of the only things I actually do manage to unlock that's half decent. I must admit I can't get any new weapons or anything else like that, so I managed to get this one. It does make the gun look pretty sweet. But let's just run through the kind of attachments that I'm actually got on this particular weapon. First of all, as you can see on your screen, I've got the ELO sight. This is by far the best optic for me personally, so I decided to run with this one. Then we're going to be going with quick draw, obviously just try and get this weapon up as fast as possible. We haven't got any perks, so obviously fast hands is not going to be complementing it on this one. Then we're going to be going with the suppressor. Now the idea with the suppressor, one is the Kuda works extremely well with it, and two, just to try and give us some advantage that when we're firing we're not flashing up on the mini map every 2 seconds, because obviously we need some little gain our way, especially when we're actually running no perks. So the fact that we're just keeping off the mini map when we're actually killing people is just going to help us out just that little bit more. Then we're going to be moving on to grip. Now this particular weapon does have a bit of a recoil, and one thing we do want to be doing is making sure we're getting all those shots on target, especially running with no perks as well. Then we're going to be going with stock, as I've said a million times before in previous videos. This on an SMG in this particular game is absolutely fantastic. Then we're going to be going with extended mags, because the idea is if we come across 2 or 3 people, we're not going to have a worry about reloading. We can just down all those people straight away, reload, and then go on to the next lot. And that is going to help out with the certain play style. Now, as you can see, guys, basically what I'm trying to do at the moment is try and keep up into the enemy spawn. I don't want to be chasing around the map. I don't have the perks. I don't have ghost, you know, dead silence, anything else like that. Do you know what I mean? So one thing I don't want to be doing is just constantly chasing around the map. I'm just going to be exposed and just going to get myself caught out very easily. So as you can see, I'm just trying to control certain areas. Now my teammates on the map, they're going to be pushing forward. I'm going to let them do the work. I'm going to let them push, let them flip the spawns. As soon as they come back over to this particular side, straight away again, here we go. I can just drop straight back into this kind of house area and just keep picking people off. And I ran through my streaks very easily using this kind of scenario. Now it doesn't have to obviously be just on the map fringe. It can be pretty much on any map in general, but one thing I would definitely suggest you doing, guys, is to make sure that you're keeping it a bit tight. Like, you want to be obviously hiding out in the enemy spawn, especially if you're running a suppressor like on an SMG or something like that. You know, give them something to think about. Let them know that you're there, but just keep moving from point to point, keep hiding, and just then that way, as you can see now, you can just run through your score streaks very easily. And I went absolutely ham sandwich on this, guys. I really did. I was going up for my nuclear. I did get picked out by a guy using an M8 in the long range battle, and I was very gutted indeed about that. But there you go. To say, it was a fantastic gameplay, and for me this is probably the best kind of best way to go, sorry, with the Kuda. If you're going to go with the 6 attachments, it works fantastically well. And like I say, guys, just making sure you keep it up into those enemy spawns, and you're just going to have an absolute wondrous time using this kind of setup. But anyway, guys, this is just my little rundown on the 6 attachment gameplay, what I like to use with the Kuda. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. But coming up on my screen now is going to be my subscribe button. Make sure you're jumping on that, and guys, if you drop a like on this video and support my channel, it'd be even better. This is nearly last, and I'll catch you later.